All right, Pamela, what have you had for breakfast?
I started out with some tortilla chips.
No, you actually didn't.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
just
good.
just a few. And then I had a piece of pizza. It was very good. It was cold. And then I had a cup of coffee. And then I had some eggs. And then I had more tortilla chips with salsa. And now I'm having potato salad to wrap it all up. And more coffee.
Excellent. How do you feel?
I feel great.
You feel
I'm so happy
rejuvenated?
that we stayed here. I feel rejuvenated. I never did a tour of this place. The more we stay here, the more I like it, but we gotta go.
I'm taking a liter of water, but obviously you can.
All right, we're finally on the road. It's a lovely morning. And yeah, we continue on. And I guess I should point out, I'm just kind of realizing this. So like this is the actual Stevens Pass. So the hostel type place where we stayed last night is like a mile from Stevens Pass. So we've just hiked for a mile or so today, and I don't really know if there's much like actually in the pass here. It looks like there's maybe a couple stores or something. I'm not exactly sure, but anyway, this is I guess how you get to the trail. Or I mean, we were on the trail, but this is part of the trail. Check out this bug.
Yeah, you heard.
All right, we found out that walking through here, they had ice cream at this little ski resort place. So,
And as you know, we never get ice cream because it always melts by the time we get home from the grocery store.
yeah, had to get a little bit of this. Unfortunately, Henry's spoon snapped immediately, so that's the spoon situation. But I don't think you can use my spoon.
Hard. I love hard, chewy ice cream.
That's true. Yeah,
So good. I'm gonna go
it's
get
good.
ours then.
This is mountain blackberry, and it is delicious. All right, so this is where you get walk-up permits for overnight in this area, but we don't need them, do we?
I don't believe so. Now, I will say, permits. There's always more to be discovered.
That's true. I guess my point was that our southbound permit starts at Stevens Pass, which is where we are, so that's exciting.
It is.
But we should look at the fine prints and also make sure that we don't need anything else.
I don't know.
Okay, we realized that going that way accidentally cut off a very short portion of trail, which we're not trying to do, so we actually have to backtrack to go to the part of the trail that we are supposed to start on.
Crossed under a chairlift. We hiked up the face of Stevens Pass Ski Resort. And now we're hiking down the backside.
Well, y'all, something has just happened. Never happened to me before. And maybe it was just a matter of time, but I wasn't sure it was gonna happen. Why is everything so fuzzy? I think I need to clean this camera or something, but whatever. We're gonna deal with that later. Man, it's kind of funny. Well, I'll tell you what happened and then I'll tell you the funny thing. I broke my trekking pole. Here it is. You can see it's not like too whopper jawed, but it's like right. Oh, I just pointed to it on the screen. I don't know. It's almost the end of the day. You could probably see where it's kind of cracked. And it does go at an angle, but I kind of pushed it a little so it's straight now. Anyway, the reason this is a little bit funny is because just like a couple days ago, 2 injuries, if you want to call them injuries, happened to my trekking pole. Oh yeah, like 3 days ago, I noticed that I have foam handles. I've had these trekking poles for several years, and the handle got kind of chewed up, and I don't think it was actually chewed like by an animal, but I think maybe I set it against like, I don't know, a spiny rock and then leaned on it, or I don't know, something like that. Not a big deal, more cosmetic than anything, like probably will start to disintegrate, but like not urgent, or not really gonna do anything about it. And then I was going across a river, and I kind of I was like not hopping, but walking from rock to rock, and kind of lost my balance and put a lot of force down and forward on one of the trekking poles, and the handle, and I don't think this was really like an injury per se necessarily to the trekking pole, but I'll try to show you. The foam piece again, like the way that I was putting force on it, kind of the foam piece came up and out. And so it actually kind of like, I lost my balance a little bit more because the actual handle, the foam part that's covering the plastic part actually like moved. So again, not a big deal, more just like, oh, try not to do that, which like obviously I wasn't trying to do that, I was falling, so it's fine. But and now just got my trekking pole real dirty, that's okay. And now this most recent injury was it got wedged right between two rocks, and this has happened many times before, but it's never damaged it like that. So I will have to figure out, I have to look at it closer. I haven't looked at it closely. I've just kept walking, but I have to figure out if I'm going to need to get some new poles. I'm sad because these were a birthday gift. And you know what? It's funny because it was, I think, my second birthday. Henry and I started dating right like a week or something before my birthday. My first birthday. So this was my second birthday. We'd been dating about a year. And he and my mom and stepdad both got me trekking poles for my birthday. And didn't realize, obviously. They both, know me and knew that was something I'd want. But anyway, so I actually, and I don't remember what ended up happening. So I'm not, in my mind, they're from Henry and my mom and stepdad. They're like from everyone. I don't even remember who they ended up being from. So it's a little bit sad because I really like these. That being said, the locking mechanism is not the best. REI has done a big upgrade on that, which I know because Henry has those poles, and hopefully those are the poles that I'll get if I'm able to whenever I replace these. Gotta check on which way the trail goes. I think it's this way. No, I should check. Anyway, that's the story. It was kind of long. Here we are. Bye.
New blaze. This is a little harder to get to. They don't call it the Alpine Lakes Wilderness for nothing. Shoot, I just saw a pika. It was so big for a pika. We just ran away. Oh, come out, little guy.
There is like this really gorgeous lake. Oh, the color is so beautiful. It's like a very deep teal blue.
One of the magics of the trail is that you never know who you'll find again. So we last saw this guy who's like 6'6", super long legs, super fast hiker, does a ton of miles. We saw him at the terminus, stayed at Lion's Den with him. And then he went past us and we're like, well, never see him again. And then lo and behold, just hiked up to Trap Lake Pass. And who do I see sitting in his tent? Fake Snake himself. And it turns out his feet were hurting, so he spent 2 days off in Wenatchee. And I'm sure he'll pass us again tomorrow. But you just never know. It's just wonderful to see people you've met again. On the same note, when I showed up to this guy Comish Outfitters Lodge and Resupply yesterday, had no idea where anything was, didn't know where the guy running it was, but whoops, got in, and one of the other hikers, I'm like, oh, I know you. He's like, oh yeah, you should talk to Alyssa to get all the information. I'm like, Alyssa? And it's this woman that last saw in Stehekin, and she, for a couple different reasons, got a hitch around, bypassed, and went all the way to Stevens Pass. Again, someone I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever see her again. Turned out to the Sky Comish Outfitters, and she's running the place. And then also, it turned out we knew everyone staying there. So It is, that is one of the nice things about hiking in the same direction as kind of a bubble. You do meet people, become friends, and get to see them again. Whereas when we were flipping south from at Walker Pass, we were like the last flippers to do that, so we didn't hike with anyone. We just bypassed a million people. Didn't make any friends.
Just got to the top of the ridge here, and the sunset on the other side is beautiful.
The other amazing thing that happened today, well, another amazing thing, was I had an amazing ping pong match today with a guy who was staying at the hostel with us. The story really starts at Grumpy's, Grumpy Bears in Kenny Meadows. When I saw that they had a ping pong table, I was super enthused. I was like, great, there's got to be someone there who really likes ping pong. We'll get a great match going, maybe even doubles. But it was like folded up in the corner of the deck. Deck was super crowded. I was like, this is not happening. No sign of the paddles or the balls or anything. But this time, get there and see the ping pong table. I'm not sure if this has been covered, but had a lot of logistical snafus yesterday. So was not in a great mood. Had a lot of stuff to get done, so I saw the ping pong table, but didn't really think much of it. And then this morning, on an off chance, I asked a guy, I was like, hey, man, you want to play ping pong? He's like, yeah, I love ping pong. Yeah, it's like, super into it. I was like, great, we'll play. And he's like, yeah, I actually won the my works ping pong tournament. I was like, oh, wow, I was undefeated in medical school. And we had a wonderful match. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's kind of hard to find someone of similar ping pong ability. And not to say I'm like super, super good. Played in one tournament in college, got stomped. Didn't know people could do stuff with the ball like I saw. But yeah, it was so fun. We played for like, I don't know, 2-3 hours. And it's also amazing because he happened to be zeroing there, so he wasn't in a rush. And Pamela had some journaling to do, so she wasn't in a rush. And that's why we're going to be getting to camp in the dark. But that was a super exciting story. Oh, and they had like, you know, tables can be in pretty rough shape. It was a pretty good table, some warping, but nothing crazy. Decent net, and most importantly, some real paddles without pips. I cannot play with short pips. And we started out with like some weird, heavy, non-regulation, no brand markings on it ball. And then when that rolled under a couch, we went digging for it and found a 3-star ball. So we got to put a 3-star ball too. Super exciting.
Y'all, this sunset is really popping off here. It's nice.
I think we played a total of 9 games to 21. So it was a lot of ping pong, which was great.
All right, y'all, I'm racing to the sun, so I don't have much time, but I needed to tell you. Burp, burp. Officially fully dead. It's not great. We don't love it.
There's a line of satellites, or what look like satellites, just moving across the sky. It's crazy. They were all in the same arc. There's like 12 of them. I felt like I was watching some alien thing. That was absolutely crazy. Can't see it, unfortunately.